comrade. Áida!
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here. You knew each other?
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
Maybe some other time.
Áida Wong, a beautiful spy with unique skills incredible enough to take down most abominations created by Umbrella. For years, her employment was unknown, and all we knew was that she was a spy for an unnamed competitor of Umbrella. After the events of Raccoon City, we don't see her again until Resident Evil 4, where she appears to be working for Albert Wesker, sent to retrieve a sample of the plaga held by Osmond Sadler, the leader of the Los Iluminados, a religious cult in Spain. So seeing that she was working for Wesker could mean that the unnamed competitor of Umbrella is the organization that was taken over by Albert Wesker. And then in Resident Evil 6, we find out that Áida had also worked for a man known as Derek C. Simmons. This man was the leader of the Family, a century-old secret fraternity that was also involved in bioterrorism. This shows us that Áida isn't specifically loyal to one company. She used John Clemens, a worker for Umbrella at the Spencer Mansion, so she could get secret information on Umbrella's work and hand it over to Umbrella's rival company. In the manhwa, we see that, as a child, Áida lived in a desolate and war-torn Asian nation. She didn't have a family growing up, and the only way to survive was to scavenge for some rations left on the streets next to the corpses of dead soldiers and civilians. Living in poverty is one thing, but having to pick up rations next to corpses, that would have been traumatic to experience one day after another. But for Áida, this had to become a normal thing she needed to do in order to survive. She doesn't have any parents, but after seeing what she has to go through, easily explains whatever happened to them. One day, an aerial counterattack against the insurgency led to Áida losing a loaf of bread that she found. A young boy managed to take it from the backpack of a dead soldier. This leaves Áida Wong very angry for losing her only meal, so she takes the shotgun that belonged to another dead soldier and she goes after the boy across the streets. After chasing him down, she finds him nursing his bedridden mother, showing us that the boy wasn't even risking his own life for himself. He did it for his mother. Áida sees the two, and this is where she does the one thing that defines her, the ultimate choice between doing the right thing or doing whatever it takes to survive. Áida chooses to pull the trigger and survive for herself, a grim decision that cannot be undone. There are a few things one needs to understand about her actions. First, Áida was born in a world full of death and poverty. We may not know if she knew her parents, but seeing that she had to survive on her own means that they must have died a long time ago. Shortly after this took place, men and women were being rounded up and transported to a bus in shackles. It appeared that Umbrella wanted to give these men and women an opportunity to become agents. Áida accepted this opportunity and joined Umbrella so she could become the most deadly agent that the world had ever known. So it appears that it's thanks to Umbrella that Áida Wong got a fresh new start in life where she would no longer need to scavenge for food or be afraid of anyone. They taught her how to fight and use deadly weapons. It's quite ironic that they made her who she is now, and in the events of Resident Evil 2, we see her working against Umbrella instead of working for them. But after seeing what her childhood was like, it wasn't Umbrella that made her who she is now. It's what she did before joining Umbrella that truly defines her. Now remember, stories that come from novels, comics, or mangas are different from the game's events. The stories outside the video games are meant to fill in the gap of the games. And so far, this is the only information about Áida's past. It's impressive. I personally think it fits her character. It explains why she doesn't want to be romantically involved with anyone like Leon. She can't let her emotions get in the way of her primary objective, and most of the time, her main objective is to survive by any means necessary.